What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with the Q2 portfolio review. So in Q1, I did the same review. I would highly recommend watching that video. This way you can compare to the increase in profitability that we saw, and also maybe ask some questions, which throw those in the comments. If these videos provide any value to you, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Helps me out and also helps you guys because I can create better content. But also, if you are a real estate investor and you have 1 or 2 properties in your portfolio, there's a link in my bio and in the description to book a call with myself, and we can strategize on the best path forward if you're looking to scale. If you're trying to go from your doubles into a 4-plex, or maybe you're going from your 4-plex into a 10-unit or a 20-unit apartment building. Book those calls. We will strategize the best path forward. I'll give you all the insights that I have, and I look forward to seeing you guys in there. And also, if you're just starting out, you may want to join my school community. This is where we have weekly calls. We go back and forth on each other's portfolios, helping each other grow and strategize the best path forward. It's full of like-minded investors. So if you're just starting out, it's a free community, doesn't hurt at all. Make sure you join that community. It's in the description as well. All right, let's get into it. So this is Q2. This is from the 1st of April until until the 30th of June. So Bird 1, these are all the doubles, so it's 6 total units in Buffalo, New York. We have a total rent of $12,104. Bird 2 is $8,675. And then West Delavan, this is $7,775. All right, so late fees, we had 0 here, 75 for Bird, and 0 for West Delavan. So the gross rents, $12,104, $8,750, and then $7,775. So insurance-wise, the Bird properties are under the same policy. So insurance-wise, Bird properties are under the same policy, and that's $545. $545, not $45. And then the West Delavan is $482.94. So West Delavan is a tiny bit lower, but I would say in Q3 this is actually going to be a bit higher because we completed the renovations and we want our policies to reflect the actual value of the property, just in case anything catastrophic happens. We're fully covered and we're not leaving anything on the table. So 2 things you might see the difference in the Bird properties: the rental income. We collected all the income. It's not like we had people default or not pay. So this is just, these rents are a bit lower. So we do have room to improve them, and we will just when the tenants do turn over. They're great tenants in both properties, so we'll keep it as it is for now. West Delavan, those rents are a little bit low because we had a vacancy for April and May, and in Q3 you'll see that has increased a lot more. So still room to improve. All right, utilities. So this came to $110. This was just the trash fee, which is on a quarterly basis, but we pay sewer and water as well. So in Bird 2, a bit higher at $802.16. So this includes the water. This didn't include water just because we had a credit from the previous quarter. This includes the water, had to pay that, and then gas. So we pay gas for one of the lower tenants, and that's because previously during the previous owner, both tenants shared a laundry in the basement. And because the laundry room was shared between both tenants, the owner could not charge the utility to one tenant or the other. So he just took it upon himself to pay it, and we kind of inherited that. But like I said, the tenants are great, so we don't mind paying for the gas there. But that's why it's higher. And then the West Delavan, this was $397.08, and that was higher because we had those vacant units that we needed to renovate and therefore put the utilities in our name. All right, taxes. No taxes this quarter, which is beautiful. Next quarter in July, we'll be paying the city and village tax, and the county tax, which is only one time per year, was paid in February. So that'll go up a little bit, decreasing our total cash flow. So one thing you'll see from quarter to quarter is that the cash flow is going to vary a lot, and that's just the nature of real estate. Until you get to like a critical mass portfolio, which I don't know, might be 50 or 100 units, I'll, of course, document my journey to that, but I haven't figured that out yet. And maybe there's not really a specific number, but the more units you have, the better off you'll be, the more consistent cash flow you'll incur as well. So just wanted to throw that out there because this is going to be a pretty big number for this quarter, which is great, but next quarter is going to be a little bit lower. So, all right, moving on to maintenance. This was a $0 for the Bird properties and then $177 for West Delavan. Mortgages, this was $5,705.97. So these two mortgages are under, or these two properties are under a blanket mortgage. So we just divide that by 2. So this was the same $5,705.58. West Delavan, because this was a very distressed property, it was a beautiful purchase. And if you want to go through that purchase and look at the renovations we did, those are all videos on my channel. I'd say the best one to watch is the refinance, because that'll show you the amount of money we were able to pull out of this. So this was a great purchase, but because it was highly distressed, we bought it in cash, did all the renovations in cash, and then we were able to pull all of that out through the refinance. So this, because we just did a refinance, this in Q3 will go up and to about $1,997 per month, which starts August 1st. But there is also room for the top line to grow because we'll have 2 more months of rent for that upper unit in there. So as you can see, it'll even out a little bit, but our expenses will be more. All right, so let's total all of these guys up. All right, so the total rent, $28,665. That was what we collected. Insurance, $1,483.84. Utilities, $1,309.24. Again, 0 for taxes, $177 for maintenance, and then our mortgage, $11,411.94. So we get a total of $14,382.02. So that was our total expenses for the quarter. All right, so just to give you a little background on this portfolio, it took us roughly a year and a half to accumulate the 6 units, 3 properties, and now we're actually going to scale into a 20 unit. So this purchase has been in the pipeline for a while, but it looks like we're finally closing at the end of July. So to be honest with you, a lot of mistakes were made, but we learned from those mistakes and now we're starting to scale. So if you guys don't want to go through all of the mistakes that we made and scale a bit quicker, maybe do this in a year and get to your first 20 unit like in a year and a half, then reach out to me in that link in my bio where you set up a strategy call. It's also going to be in the description, and I love to help you guys out. All right, so now let's get down to the bottom line. So just take some of this out. All right, so what is our free cash flow? This total free cash flow for Q2 was $14,282.98. So break that down between the 3 months, that's $4,760 per month. And then we divide that by the 6 units. That comes out to $793.49 per unit per month. So that's a very solid number. Remember, we target that $500 a month in free cash flow per unit per month. So over the last quarter, we beat that by $300 per month, which is fantastic. But like I said, the conditions are going to change next quarter. So as you can see from quarter to quarter, everything changes. But this was a great quarter, and we'll be adding that 20 units in the next video. So we'll see how that changes, but stay tuned for that one. And hopefully this provided value. So if you have any questions, make sure you drop those in the comments. But if you're looking to get serious in scaling your portfolio, there's that one-on-one strategy call linked in the description. So make sure you go there. But maybe if you're just starting off and you wanted to be in a group of like-minded real estate investors in multifamily, the School community is perfect fit for you. And that is in the link in the description as well. So with that, that's the Q2 portfolio review. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.